Hello there, reacting to veigar V2 coaching Humzuh now. Note, even if the video does not go well, don't leave unnecessary dislikes or hate comments in the comment section, cause it's not really one of those like videos that's like, look at me, or you know how wrong this guy is. Like, it's not really one of those type of videos, you know. But yeah, let's just start it, you know, just like a disclaimer I kinda like wanted to leave. So Humzuh.
But you're also pinging. Like, I really like your pings. Like, I think pinging is super important.
Yeah, I
It's
always.
like, yeah, not a live game, it's a replay, so he has actually a How the fuck is Rakan level 1, man?
always do.
And I just think you're really, like, clear with your pings. Because you're pinging you want to fight, you're pinging this guy has no flash, which is just super good.
I, I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
I mean, I'm just going to watch, and I'm just going to tell you what I think that you can do better, and how you're going to get better at it.
Okay.
So,
It's just in Challenger, I'm not sure how likely do you have to ping things, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, surely it's nice to ping, but like pinging to go in, it's almost like an intuition for people to know all in angles, but I guess it's still nice there, because I guess some people may not understand it, right?
but
But I
obviously,
guess it's...
Veigar is useless early level, but you can always just fight this guy. Like you said, if you flash his W, you'll always win. Like, as long as you flash forward and you're
Should we
confident,
speed it up
you're
a
always going
teensy
to win
bit?
the all-in versus Saya,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I'm sure you know. So no matter how useless your support is,
Also, let's put the quality
especially
a bit higher, you know, like...
when the opening is this, that they go on your support, like, you can just run them down, so it's also good. Another thing that you're doing, which is really good, that you always should do, is like, after you win the trade, right, even though right after this auto, you're obviously out of range, and some people will click away, but you should never click away, because then you lose lane position. So here, even though he'll never let you auto him, right, it's just good to push him away.
Yeah, just
So,
in case he comes back in.
yeah, well, he shouldn't ever come back in, but what it does
Can also maintain his eggs by basicing this and that, and take ambush hug.
is that you can do things to the wave and stuff.
Also,
Yeah.
so you want me to...
He can hold 2 Qs, you know, guys.
So like, for example, here, right, you have the chance to refresh axe, and you can pull the wave. And you can make all the melees, just everything, just the melees and the casters, just hit 1 melee, and you can trade on that.
Okay.
You know, because like, these guys are not going to trade with you, right? Like,
Yeah.
after this happens, they're never going to fight you again.
Yeah, I know they were choosing level 1 if you go back. I know they start level 1 and they get a W on me, I lose.
Yeah, because you only have 1 axe.
Yeah.
But now it's GG, so what I'm saying
They're
is,
gonna
if
have
you just
2
pull the wave
axes
now,
later
and just
on.
refresh axes, they're never going to get to fight you, right? Because you'll have 2 axes.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
right,
it's just
right.
over.
So if you let the wave be in the middle, right, then they're not going to lose as much CS.
Mhm.
So here, if you just take aggro, right, if you just go here, take aggro of the wave, and if she walks up, you will hit her, obviously. Then axe gets refreshed as well. So she's not going to walk up, right? Because she will lose
Okay.
auto for auto, right? Then you will hit one of these 2 melees to refresh axe, not the first one. Because you want
Not
that
the
one
first
to, you want it to just be like alive as much as possible. Ideally you hit caster if you can, right? Like, when it groups up on you, then you go to bush, wave is here, it'll push into you, and you only refresh axe on casters. And she
Yeah,
can't
why
farm
not?
melees.
Why not hit the first one though? That one I don't understand.
Because you want to, if you slow push, right?
He needs
Because
to
it's gonna
explain
happen-
it to Humzuh in Minecraft terms, I think.
2 things. One, she's not going to farm a single minion, and you will build a fat slow push on her. Okay?
Those don't sound like Minecraft terms, but we'll take
In
them.
which case, you want the melees to die as like slow as possible. If you hit the casters, then you're not affecting the wave push.
Okay.
Because the casters are not going to get hit by your wave.
Right.
Does that make sense?
But did he not know that? Yeah, you know what, that's fine.
Because like now you're just letting it go in the middle, which is kind of waste. And you're just hitting in a way where it's very easy for them now to just like FF lane. Does that make sense?
A little bit. Can
like-
you explain that again?
When you're hitting the first melee like this, right? You're making a
Okay.
wave go into the middle, and you're just
Okay.
hitting the melee. So you're already pushing kind of fast already.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously you want to...
I hit the melee minion to refresh my axes, that's why.
Yeah, of course. But why not hit the casters and pull the wave? Then all of the... Like, have you ever...
Yeah, all 3 of them will, generally speaking, hit a single minion, you know. So if people have AoE abilities, then like once the wave bombs, like, you know, completely touches each other, if you hit a backline minion, then you walk back, all 3 of them will focus a single melee minion. That's more so important against champs that could actually snipe away the first 3 minions with a long range ability, perhaps. Wherever you cannot contest it because you're rather short range with your basics, so into stuff like maybe Varus QE or something, you know, that's 6Q, right? Anything that could like secure away the first minions if
Pull the wave in your life.
they run a
Yeah,
slow
I have,
pushing.
Right.
I didn't even think I didn't think about
So-
it. Oh.
So all of the creeps will hit the same melee, right?
Mm.
When you pull the wave.
Mhm.
So if Saya walks up to hit that melee, right? Imagine the wave is like here now, right? Her support is this HP. Wave is here. It's all hitting the same melee. And you'll stand here, Veigar will stand here or something. You'll have 2 axes. You think she will
This
walk
is-
up and farm it?
No. So
No.
it's just zoning from level 1. Just
Yes.
yes. Fight.
Yes. You'll just proxy her, and she won't farm a single minion this way.
Okay.
But now, notice
They kind of fall off a little bit with it, because even like the guy is super low, right, on the Rakan, and Saya doesn't have the most insane fighting power level 1, because she cannot pull back her feathers. So probably like they should
single
ban,
one of
yeah.
your creeps are dying. And the aggro is like all switched up, right? Some casters are hitting this one, some are hitting this one.
Yep.
It's much harder to deny her.
Right.
Because, like, right now, you feel like you're zoning. You're not actually zoning.
I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of weird because I seen this, I seen people doing this weird thing as well so often where they pretend they are zoning, but I see, I seen this in every single lane, it's not specific to bot lane. They somehow pretend they are zoning people, but they kinda aren't, and then the enemy bot laners soak XP or gold if they can last it, and this is kind of weird because some people maybe they're a bit mentally confused if they should have a defensive stance or if they should pressure them or they wanna pressure them but they're insecure to do that. I'm not sure, but I seen this type of like weird in between type of thing.
You know what I mean?
So where should I be?
Because in here they could then also press forward in this bush already.
There's nothing to zone, is my point.
Oh. So before I could, but not now.
Yeah, well, if you pull the wave, this melee, like, the melee would already go.
Okay.
You would still end up with a fat slow push eventually if she never touches the wave, but she will just lose more. You know? Here you deny her melee, which is good. But at this point, you could potentially deny 2 melees. And if they ever do hit the wave, then you would end up with a freeze ready and they would just die over here.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels like
if you
Hamza
were to pull-
pushes a little too quickly, no? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if they can't fight you, you should always pull the wave in these cases. And then you can change the wave as you go. You can choose to freeze eventually, you can choose to slow push, you can hard push, you can do whatever. But it just doesn't make sense that you or your support don't pull the wave after such a good fucking trade. You will see some people when they play stuff like Ashe and Varus, they will just do it from level 1.
Oh god. The Ashe and Varus, man. That's just the most hate. I don't know, man. I hate Ashe and Varus, man. One time I faced it, god, it was so
They'll
awful.
just like pull the wave and then they'll just stand past the wave. You know?
Yeah, in the
And
first level.
you can do the same thing here, because these guys can't do anything if you start tanking the wave. Normally you don't want to stand here and tank the wave, because if they start fighting you, you will tank the minions and also the enemy. But in this case,
Do you know, guys, what's funny about this? It's actually oddly sponsoring Hamza as well, because he has his code. Because this was a coaching of his replay from Twitch, and he has all of his links in here. So I'm not sure if Veigar got paid or not, but beside the free coaching content, he also got free exposure in a way. Now, of course, he also got his own, like, some of the Hamza viewers will watch this video, so it's not like a one-sided thing, but I just now noticed it that he actually kind of gets more value out of it than just some league coaching, you know?
they can't do anything, because you've achieved now what makes Draven really strong, which is 2 axes. You will get it up if they all in you. So it's GG. But you're also pinging. Like, I really like your pings. Like, I think pinging is super important,
Yeah, I always do.
and I just think you're really, like, clear with your pings, because
Pinging important, ping people more.
you're pinging, you want to fight, you ping this guy's no flash, which is just super good.
Yeah, it's good.
You should just target ping him, that's the only thing you could do today.
So, in basics,
Of course you should
It's
dive him.
It's hard to do that while I'm catching up. to
Of
this.
course,
I
of
thought
course.
it was obvious.
Of course, you should always
For
fight
now-
Sarkhan. I don't think this is your fault. You did it good. It's useless to go on this guy, it's still a slash.
why didn't they just hit the Rakan though? What?
I might have
But
went
yeah.
deep, oh.
Like,
Wait. Was me going deep bad though? You watch the whole thing?
I mean, if
I don't know if
Belvet commits, you hit doing this
But, I mean, it's kind of weird what Balba does.
forces flash. I think after she flashes,
But this is just weird. I think it's just a slight skill issue, no?
I mean, if
I don't know if
Belvet commits, you hit doing this
Rakan connecting his W was a bit of a problem, no?
forces flash.
Because in here he was a bit low on his APM on the movement
I
side.
think after
See? He throws in his X and now he has to press forward to catch them. But sometimes the trick with draven is you kind of don't want to catch your exes
After she
sometimes.
flashes,
Or in here he could then also flash offensively and pick up the pick up the pick up the kill on the Rakan at least. But like I don't know, this spell that made the whole play
it's
awkward.
bad. You know?
Mhm.
Like here, after she flashes, you're just too emotional.
But the flash was late.
You're getting a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
1 for 2
You
maybe.
get a 1-for-1, I guess.
Yeah, he should ban flash the W. He should ban flash the W because then he doesn't get knocked up, he doesn't get damaged. And I don't know if he plays Presence of Mind, I didn't check it. But maybe there would be a maybe there could be a ward where he gets out.
But yeah,
Well,
like,
wait. Is it bad though? You watch the whole thing?
I mean, if
I don't know if
Belvet commits, you hate.
But I don't know, this is just weird, you know, what Bava did here. But I
I
think
mean,
like
this forces flash. I think after she
yeah, it's like an easy flash angle. Well, just a slight skill issue, but should be fine though.
flashes, it's bad.
Because like Rakan's
No.
W is very easily flashable, you know.
Here, after she flashes, you're just too emotional.
You're getting a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't have presence. If he had presence of mind, he could then also like get the kill, you know, if he of course flash Rakan's W. And I'm pretty much sure, you know, he would get these kills anyways. Then he gets to like disengage upwards. Now probably like Triumph has its own value on Draven, especially after Essence. Probably after Essence is not that great, obviously, to have that presence of mind. But I guess I've seen some Draven players running it, some not. But probably for playmaking, Triumph may be a bit nicer, right?
you get a 1-for-1, I guess.
Probably it's a bit
I guess
nicer.
Draven
Triumph.
specific, that is fine, but you don't have flash, so the thing is,
He also got his passive off, right, which does actually provide some extra gold. So he does rush Collector. Essence River is a bit better because sometimes you will run out of mana, as in this situation, but it's not really only about the mana. It's generally a better item than Collector, especially after the Collector nerfs, which are a bit concerning. So per usual, I do actually recommend you Essence River. Its scaling is also somewhat better. Just because of the infinite mana. Cooldown is not the most useful stat from it, but rather the spellblade effect that you're gonna get perma from your W.
you gotta think about ahead of time, right?
Hey, what the fuck is he getting?
It's not bad for you to
I
get BF sword. It's fine.
Yeah, but if I kill her, if she was
Infinity Edge Rush, what the
that
fuck
there,
is
she's
that
also
even?
alive there. They're not worth it.
Yeah, it's fine. But I also think, like, here again, you should always
Wait, is he getting Infinity Edge first item?
want to fight her, right? What wards does your support have? Like, when you're coming back to lane here, right? The Meister should, once again, be to fight. And Rakan shows mid, right? Think here, Rakan goes mid. So, if you're Saya here, if your support goes mid, because Silas went mid, and I think Rakan comes, yeah. Are you happy now if you're Saya? If your support
No.
shows mid here?
No, because it's gonna push into me. I can just
Right.
kill her, she's gonna be zoned.
So, just what I
Kind of weird to also gank an Akshan, man, because often Akshan is away on mid lane.
want you to do, right? Is that because you have to play around vision when you're doing this, because like you always gotta think, how do I lose? How do I win? Right? So how you win the game here is you freeze on her and you kill her, or you slow push and dive her. That's how you win. And how you lose is you die now.
I feel like when Veigar arrives in lane and they have a freeze, Veigar can just cage and they just kinda kill the Saya, you know. If Rakan is mid, it's
You die
very
now,
easy.
you lost all your lead.
Even if Rakan is on
Right.
mid, it's still an
Because
easy trade,
just
right?
like how you said you flash for her and she lost the wave and turret, that's what's gonna happen if you die now. So everybody knows that this is your kill timer, right? Enemy jungle should know this. Bot wave is pushing away from
What'd you say?
Saya.
Sorry.
Like everybody in the game should know this is your kill timer.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. Sorry, I zoned out. Apologize.
Okay. So enemy mid, enemy jungle, they should all try to help Saya if they can to crash this wave.
Right.
So on your way to lane, you don't have any wards. You have your trinket. Veigar is in base. Place a ward. In a pixel. In a new pixel bush.
Could also ward a bit upwards as well. But it shouldn't be a concern though.
Right? Check if
Actually, is there a Taric jungle? What the fuck is that even? But you could then actually ward upwards, cause but right now everyone was on vision, so it's not a big concern if he doesn't ward yet. Probably can delay a teens a bit more his ward.
Rakan on his way to mid, did he place a pink here or something? Like, why are you running straight to lane? You can just come from river, and it would achieve the same thing. Because you need to know, when this guy steps up, right? You need to know, is he trolling, or does he have backup?
I'm just not
Right,
sure,
the
because
higher elo
Rakan
you
is
go,
not
the
supposed to be exactly here yet, but I think Rakan is something like here. But yeah, I think it would be a bit more consistent. I feel like he can escape the Rakan anyways now. And the Taric is visible, but the veigar is a little bit off on the map actually. So probably for some extra safety. But I feel like draven just escapes Rakan anyways, you know, that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, for some extra safety definitely. It would be a bit nicer if he warded.
More people will fake this.
100%.
They will act like they have help, but they don't. And it'll be hard for you to play once Taric goes into fog now, and this guy clicks forward on you.
Yep.
Then you can't really know what's going on, because your Belvet is here. So, yeah, I would have just
Very
warded Pixel,
soon.
and then I would also do what
Yeah,
you're doing
in
here. You're
like-
popping Q early,
in like
so you get
15
Q access
seconds,
as
the
fast
guy
as
will
possible. Like,
arrive.
this is all good. Just sucks you don't ward, and you don't even like check if your support has wards. You know, like he might have sweeper right now. Imagine your veigar has sweeper and no pink.
Damn!
Then this situation would be hard to play, no?
Yeah, because I have no vision on them.
Right. But I think here, right, like, you really want to punish when people show. Okay? Like, every time they show, right, I want you to kind of change, like, how you play. Right? So right now, you're scared. Okay? Makes sense.
Yeah.
But look at the game. So she is alone, because Rakan shows mid. Okay?
Draven has such a wide mouth in that skin.
Look at how you're playing.
Yeah, but I was scared
Look-
Silas or Tarek might be in the bush still. That's why.
No, but
I
I'm
was
not...
waiting for.
But
I was
wh-
waiting toward the try
yes,
to push up.
but when did I tell you to go here? I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I never told you to do anything like this.
So this is good then.
No, this is terrible. Why are you warding?
Bruh.
Because like I wanted to keep the freeze there. That's why I think I did it.
How
Yes,
so-
but if you keep the freeze here, why
How is Veigar non-stop in the base every time we look
do
at
you
the
need
map?
ward here? We talked about this. How do they gank you? Silas E, right?
Yeah.
Minions stop Silas E.
Maybe
Correct?
I see him like in the river. In
Huh?
that tri bush. Maybe I can see him from the river, from the tri bush.
This ward is useless. If you freeze here, what does it do?
You're right.
You will get a better ward. Once Veigar comes, you will get a better
Maybe like a lane war would be slightly nicer actually.
ward. And nobody, as a mid lane Silas, will sit in this bush for 2 minutes. A top lane Singed with Predator Ghost, yes, he will. But a mid lane Silas, he might cheese you one timer. But if you freeze and you play safe, he's not gonna sit there, and Veigar will come. So Veigar will get Silas E'd, not you. Right?
Right.
Like, you have to use waves as intel of what's going on in the game. Right? So, look, Silas comes bot. Silas comes bot and kills Veigar.
Yeah, I mean that's agreeable.
And Akram. Okay, so here's Silas' bot. Alright? Now look at the game. Look at waves. If Silas doesn't show on mid wave, then he's chasing somebody, right?
Let's speed it up a bit, no?
So look at your Veigar. He does not use the wave mid as intel.
Wait, actually that's just not speedy. Oh, what the Bro, I actually overclicked. Okay, like maybe it was a bit too fast. I need to press the play button. Punish
So
people.
look at your Veigar. He does not use the wave mid as intel. So he's walking up, even though Silas doesn't show in the wave. So Silas is going bot. Now look at you.
Damn! The mean Silas arrived. But that's how that Veigar is permanently in the base. Cause like legit, that's what I seen before. Like every time Draven is in lane, but Veigar is not there, and Saya is coming back cause he's 403. So you kind of fall off a bit with the vision control, cause it's kind of weird, you know. Cause sometimes he died twice as well. Veigar also died like 3 times right now. So it's kind of weird because they're not really in one sync, and often the Veigar is so much off the lane, you know. Because like Veigar often needs to be sort of around Draven, you know, for fights, and to sort of allow him to also get those stacks, you know, of minions.
Silas can cheese you right now. I agree. But if you look at this wave mid, this is what he has to show on, no?
Right. Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay. So why are you so scared of these bushes that don't matter because you don't have to interact with them?
Because NA masters, these people are
But-
shit, and they might even cheat
But
me.
if,
That's why.
yes, but if they are here or they're here, if you stand here, why it matters? This bush is much this bush is much scarier than this one. I agree?
Oh, so you want me to ward that bottom?
No,
bush
I don't
every
want you to
time?
ward anything. Why are you warding? Look at you. Look where you're standing. Look. Why do you need vision? Silas will show mid 9 out of 10 times in 15 seconds, and even if he stays missing, look what you're doing. Why do you need vision? Look where you are. Look where you are. Look where you are. Look. If Silas shows now out of this bush, you will press W and run here and never die. You agree?
Yep.
So why do you need vision?
Maybe just in case I get dope.
Low-key, I feel like some of these questions may be a little bit repetitive and maybe a bit annoying for Humzuh.
I don't know.
How do you
Actually,
get
no.
dove here?
No. You're right. It's just super ward.
You're just wasting your ward when you will get a much better ward, and you will see in 15 seconds or something, Silas will show mid.
Yeah.
And like I said, even if Silas disconnects from the game and he never shows again, this ward is useless. Because you're never like walking anywhere where you need this vision. If Saya is here now trying to push, you will stand here and hit her and you can never die. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
So then you don't need the ward. So it's better to keep it so you can use it for something useful.
What is this
Like a
lane
deeper ward
swapping
later.
about?
Or a ward in a bush that's actually scary.
So what happens around the lane swapping? No, you know, a lot of...
Draw your blades
Bro.
and venture forth in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
I think a lot of things we're agreeable
Here
so
you're going
far,
bot,
you know?
which makes sense, because you don't know what Akshan is doing, right? Here Akshan could go mid. You don't know.
Ah, but how the fuck is it every time either veigar is in lane, he's dying, or draven is in lane and he's dying? Oh, wow, that's actually very obnoxious. And that's like this issue where people kind of like fall off with vision, fall off with syncing with their support, and this is like where people just get back into the game, right? Right? Because oh god, I've seen this so many
No,
times. People
but
doing
look now. Why don't you go mid now?
I already go mid here.
Why not?
I'm gonna catch the wave bot here.
But you're not catching the wave. Akshan is going bot. Why would you catch the wave bot if
Oh,
Akshan
he-
is roaming to bot?
Now he is. Yeah.
Well,
He was.
I mean, sure. Why are you not going mid still? When you see it. Look, here you're going bot. Makes sense. You don't know what it's doing yet.
Action
Makes
is
sense.
out.
Now it's going bot.
Exactly now, you
Right?
see. Actually, I wrote this bot lane. Maybe he's looking for an R angle, but he can R from like any parts of the map. It's a global ultimate, right? So usually at this roam window, Action will actually pick up the wave. That's completely true. Maybe he's like worried that he needs to R or he needs to like show up, but he can R from anywhere. And it's a global ultimate. So just weird.
So why are you going bot?
I mean, what's the point of him going bot here? I don't.
But that doesn't matter. He is clicking bot to ulti or some shit, right? But why does that matter? It doesn't matter why he's going bot. He's going bot, right?
Yeah, but I don't need him bot here. He should be going mid.
Doesn't
bro.
matter.
His wave is crashing mid. There's no point for me going
Okay,
mid. here.
but why are you now gonna share a wave with two people? He's clearly roaming to bot lane. Look at the wave bot. Look.
Yeah,
Wave is
I
gone.
see the wave. I see the
Wave
wave.
is
bot,
gone.
Like, wow.
He has a new wave bot lane. No, but think for a second, right?
You got it?
Like you're being way too defensive. Think about it. He's going into river. It doesn't matter if you agree with his roam or not. He is getting to bot lane before you. Okay? And he's gonna look to point and click ult some guy. That's probably what he's thinking.
Mhm.
Alright? Doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. Where will this fight take place? Will they stand here and run at your nexus, or will they kite away from you?
They cut away.
Okay, they will kite.
Like only on very like rare case scenarios you may wanna like move forward. Like I would say one of the rare case scenarios could be Kaisa. If you are in a close distance to your opponents, then you can be maybe I could R in and secure some kills if you are close enough and your mid lane is also rotating. Like with Kaisa you could be like maybe you could R in because he has a limited R range, right? With some champs I would say like maybe with Kaisa, but not with many champs you really wanna actually go bot lane there,
Kite away from you. So isn't your angle a lot worse than Akshan's?
Even his angle is a bit weird because even as Kaisa he wouldn't reach, right? So he needs to be much deeper, but sometimes with Kaisa is a bit more like considerable,
You will never get to the fight. You agree?
I should
Okay.
be fighting towards mid.
So if you go here, you'll never join the fight. The only thing you'll join is the wave. Akshan might join the fight, because the fight might happen here, right?
But you know, guys, why this video is so long now? No hate on Humzuh, but I'm not sure if he's stubborn, but look between the minute lane swapping, right? It starts at 13:23, ends at like 17:24, right? So like 4 minutes passed into like it is so weird, right? And sometimes stubborn clients make it more difficult for themselves, you know, perhaps if they're not open-minded enough, because I really seen, you know, I really like for sometimes it takes you like 5-10 minutes to explain the same thing. It's just a lot. It has to do about your clients being also open-minded enough, because once they purchase, it's their time, and it's very important for them to get the most value out of it. So being like non-stop stubborn, you know. Usually I had also like people that were way below my rank, you know, that were silver or something, and you know, so happened I peak challenger, right? And it's just kind of weird, you know. I mean, I don't say upfront, believe me, because then you are not actually like challenging any type of idea, right? As the that I'm telling you, which is probably not the best idea to not give your own thought to some things, but I think being this stubborn is a bit, it's a bit of a more of a problem for the client, I would say, because it's their time.
It might take place somewhere here. So Akshan will get to join it, you will not. And then he will be close to bot lane. So why would you go bot lane for the wave that he's close to? I agree, he could just go mid and push mid, of course. But I mean, looks like Belvet can gank and then Akshan can come, no? Akshan is really fast champion.
He forgot maybe about Action's W and the gap close, no?
Don't you think so?
W
Just look
speed.
at this now. Look.
Action rotates back to his mid. But I don't know, like maybe they argued about nothing. Cause in a way, if they back off, then I don't know, maybe Action gets a tricky Orin, but Saya could possibly tank it. Veigar has shit low, no HP. There's a Ta, I don't know. Can
Now Akshan goes mid,
I mean, Belvet
right?
may
So
make
imagine
some
now you
type
went
of-
mid. You went like this. Then you would just go here. And what would you lose?
But I don't know, honestly, cause was it really a gank angle for Action? Cause if they walk back, like they saw Action going off vision bot lane, so it's like in a way they could be easily pinged by Silas, and then if I'm not sure what to tell you, but it kind of feels like you know, halfway they realized that Action is coming, Action couldn't gap close, and I feel like most likely the Rakan will get to recon on the tower, no?
What do you lose from that? It's not like there's two waves under your turret. If there's two waves under your turret, of course you go bot lane. Right? Or maybe...
I don't know. I don't know why. I think the right play is just me going bot. And the
Well,
option
it
just
is,
mid.
and Akshan goes mid. But if I see my mid laner wants to do a roam to bot, why don't I just get the same gold in mid lane? And let him do the roam. Right?
So if you were me, the draven, you would pat mid here.
Yes, I do it like all the time. If my mid laner, if my mid is going here, then I would do it. If I'm playing mid and my top laner is...
But honestly, one thing he may wasn't considerate of Draven, I think, could Ben throw in an ultimate, and then Belva just finishes off the Rakan with her E, because the W may or may not hit, you know, in that situation where Belvet was in QW range. But if he hits, I think, both parts on the Rakan, then Belvet just QEs in, and because it does like damage based on missing HP, it's depends on Belvet's items, but I think it's supposed to kill the guy, because he was like very shit low on HP, you know.
is going here, then I would go here. And take the wave that nobody's catching.
Why can't I just ping the Akshan back and then just like let me just just go bot here?
I mean, sure you can, but why should you micromanage him if he thinks it's a good angle?
I'm a better player than him. I don't think he. I think he should stay mid there.
Sure. Then you
But-
should ping it. That's fine. But you didn't. You are also probably here yelling at Belvet to fight him.
Yeah, I did.
Get off
Yes.
your camps, man. Look how low he is.
Oh,
So
Belvet
If-
was a bit lost as well,
if
huh?
Belvet is gonna go,
Belvet had a very weird movement. He walked like this, then he couldn't pick up the kill.
then shouldn't Akshan also go? Like here, you did it again, but it makes sense in this time, right? Like look. Here, this recall feels bad as well, right? But
Why does he not have Essence River? My man, you perma run out of mana. Perma run out of mana and people are still stubborn on Essence River.
it could also have been better. Because you're like doing this, right? These clicks here. Which again, like, just shows what I was talking about before. Which is like,
Bad click
you should already
movement.
know here. I'm out of mana, Draven, and I'm IE in base. Right? You should want to recall. So, the moment that you get to
Oh, Jesus.
go and recall, you
Yeah, but he's not using the edge of his W correctly. So you don't have to be inside of your W completely. You can be even outside of your W. In the river, it's especially weird, but you need to catch it off the edge, you know? You don't wanna be in the middle of it, and that way you can avoid like
Oh, here.
AoE skill shots that will
I'm out of
punish
mana,
your
Draven,
W.
and I'm
catch.
IE in base. Right? You should want to recall. So, the moment that
Watch. So he actually does want to catch the middle part of his second
you get to
Q.
go and recall, you should
So in here it was kind of a weird like way of moving, because he didn't use his W to dodge. You know, like it doesn't needs to be inside. You know, like he can also catch it from the edge. You know, or even slightly
do it,
outwards of
right?
it.
Yeah.
So, if you look now, after you farm this, now you should run and recall, right?
Yeah.
But look your clicks.
Usually in solo queue though, the way I play is like I basically just try to bait them as much as possible because I know I can out.
I mean, I don't know, man, because you're kind of no mana, no HP gold, no? I don't know, but I feel like this is like a draven ego thing that people tend to have all the time. They're just wishing way too many times for outplays instead of pressing the B or just looking to do some different things. I feel like it's just kind of bad right now to dive, and he has money for eye and for boots and for all that. That's a huge spike for him, and I don't know. It just feels bad with champs like Draven. It's just a bad thing to die. Now he doesn't have too much of a passive stack right now. There's not an insane amount of lose, but Draven, it just feels to be bad to die. It's one of those champs.
Play them with like extra items. That's why I'm like so far ahead. I just like always try to bait them. Usually works in solo queue. That's how I usually play Draven.
I mean, sure, that's fine. But the way you're gonna bait this Aatrox is baiting him to E on you, right?
Yeah. I want them to fight me like
Yes.
as I'm low. But it kind of
But-
fucks up my timer a bit. But it's also
But in,
like
in this case here, right? Because, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think it's bad. I do it a lot too. Like, for example, on Carthus, I do it all the time, just baiting people to fight me.
yeah.
Because I'm confident I'll win.
Unnecessary baiting. 17 to 20. What's I feel like sometimes Humzuh was a little more stubborn now and then. I feel like so much time passed. I mean, I get it, some people may need extra time to explaining, but I think in some places he was stubborn without like coming up with a valid argument of his own of why he wouldn't do a certain thing. And I think sometimes he just could not let go of some thoughts that he had in his head that he's like very used to, you know.
That's why I
but-
was like clicking forward.
But
and
you
trying to,
need
like,
him a reason to fight you too, though.
Yeah.
He knows Akshan is right behind you and Veigar is here. So aren't you like calling him way too bad?
I mean,
Yeah, it's probably underestimating too
Yeah.
much people in the name.
that's how I
I mean, no, I agree with you, but there's limits, right? Like, if your teammates are in fog, then now he could easily get baited by you, right?
Right.
But he literally saw your teammates on your screen
You'd be
2
su-
seconds ago.
trust me, you'd be surprised how bad.
No,
these
I mean, I'm
players are.
sure it has happened. Of course, it's happened in my games too, but
Kind of a bad mindset if he's trying to get on top, right? I think he's playing on NA or whatnot, I'm not sure, but
it's not frequent that it happens to that level.
It does. I have.
Why
trust
isn't
me,
he doing it now then?
NA is NA, bro. That's what
But
I'm saying.
you can't just keep saying it. He's not doing that now. Silas also didn't cheese you bot. He recall and went for the wave mid.
I mean, I don't know. People love to play many. Sometimes for a good, sometimes for a bad reason, right?
Like, of course it happens, but it does not happen as much as you would like it to happen in your head. Because then he would dash on you right now. He didn't.
Though I have too much of a TikTok brain fried, brain rot, ADHD brain that I kinda like wanna skip this because I just feel like the same thing is gonna be recycled in here.
Yeah,
And
like, if this is like a competitive game, of course I wouldn't do this. Of course, I would just instantly reset because I know they wouldn't like look for.
Well, I don't think you always should. I think you should bait him sometimes. Just not when he knows your teammates are right here.
Oh.
Because he will never kill you. So why would even try? Like, these things work a lot if your teammates are in fog or something. Because
They're kinda both visible in here. I don't know, but does he expect him to bait the Aatrox int and veigar cage? I don't know, I just weird. That's just weird, right?
dash forward is going to be a flip. In his head, he knows it's a flip. But in this case, it's not a flip. It's just stupid because veigar and action is here, no?
Yeah.
Because it's not bad to like bait people. It's good, but you need them to have a reason why they're getting baited, right? If you have heal up or barrier and you have 200 HP, they're getting baited because they forgot your sum. If you're baiting a gank, they got baited because they didn't think about your jungler being behind you, right?
Yeah.
So there's reasons why the baits work. I don't think the Aatrox will get baited when he knows your teammates are right there. Of course, it has happened. Of course, it has. But that specific type of bait is not gonna work in most cases.
Okay, he learned bad baits, right? Be careful with bad baits. Actually, but I think it's a habit of like people that do underestimate players to have this type of habit. So what happens in reactions after farming?
No, I play Alacrity.
Okay, so you don't. Okay, well you still have D-Blade lifesteal, so it's fine. Like you heal so much from D-Blade actually. Like
Alacrity's so broken on draven.
when your team is doing this, right? The advantage enemy team has when you take mid wave is that they have a timer to go when you're catching a wave. Right? So what good players will do when they're losing is that they will let you have the mid prio because she can't contest it anyways, right? It's useless for Saya to stand on this wave.
It kind of feels like it was a waste of push, no? But that's what like people never do. Even in Challenger, like they never do any type of slow pushes or like mid-game freezes, because that can be definitely possible. Because if you look around, like two objectives are not up, right? So basically, the Drake, the Baron, nothing, not even a Herald, nothing was up. And at this point, he could actually just allow his teammates to collapse on the Aatrox. His team doesn't need him to be there, and he could just like pick up the mid wave, you know. But I think that's what like a lot of like that's what I see in a habit. Like it's such a habit for people. I also adopted it from them. To the point where I so rarely slow push in mid game. I so rarely freeze, but people should do it way more often.
Right? It's useless for her to walk up because you will W and kill her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So knowing this invade should always scare you. Okay? Because Saya and Rakan can go there and you're not there.
Do you want me to be pushed up to the team too?
I want you to take the wave and act like you're going. Look,
Oh, that's what
you have
he was
vision in this
doing.
bush. Why do you not
you
take
want
the
me-
wave and force access here so you have fast rotation and you're telling enemy team, hey, I'm not actually here isolated, I am here, ready to go.
Right.
Because now you're just letting them go for a play and you're much more zoned than you could be. Look, you're taking the mid wave, dragging it to here, and standing here, when you could just be here, one-shotting the wave. Yeah, you might lose 50 HP, right? That's completely worth it to be here faster. You do not want enemy team to have a chance to look for a one-shot fight here while you are mid. Right? And the only time you can argue against this is if they don't know the invade is happening. Because then you're making it obvious by standing how I'm saying, but they know it's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So you should just tell them like, hey, I'm here. Don't kill my team because I'm coming.
Yeah, it's definitely true. No, I didn't even see Belbot was actually doing anything there. It's definitely true.
Because good Rakan here, like good players, they will just try to one-shot Veigar here and get out. But if you're standing where I'm standing, like, that cannot happen, right?
Yeah.
And now, same thing like I told you before, while you're hitting this, think about what to do next. What am I doing after I kill this? Am I gonna recall?
His camera movement is a bit weak if you guys noticed for a champion that does have a global ultimate. Because even the Sylas could be actually low on HP, perhaps horrible. Fiora even a duel would also value a lot that extra like our damage, right? I feel like his camera movement also falls off, you know, to know where to rotate, because Draven's mobility in this case scenario is not actually bad, because he could W basic attack, W basic attack, W basic attack. So because there is a minion wave lined up like this, he could actually get exact amount of mobility to just sort of rotate to the fight if there is anything going on. Or, you know, just to look for ours. I think he's not moving his camera enough.
Am I going for top?
It's a
Am
bit
I
lazy.
helping Fiora? Are there bot camps up? Am I recalling? You need to learn to think about the game like that, rather than think about it now that you finished the last minion, right? Because like here, it's obvious you're gonna go here, but if this fight wasn't happening, where should you go, right?
It's
So
a bit
that's
of
an
a,
actual question. Where should I go now?
yeah,
if
it's a
this
bit
fight
of a
isn't happening.
sucker that he
Let's
didn't
say your teammates
position.
now, they
Bit of a problem that he didn't position.
just like get the wool for free and they leave. What's the play?
I would teach tier 2 here.
Okay. And so what do I have to think about then?
I have to worry about the Aatrox coming from top side.
Yeah,
You
but
just
I have a
push
lot of
up with-
vision, right?
Yeah.
Should be
I'll just,
fine.
like, try to pressure some on mid.
But if you
I'll
are
look
hitting
for-
mid, right?
I can
If you-
pressure them mid or look for invades on their jungle.
If you're hitting mid turret, and then Fiora thinks the same thing as you, isn't that very greedy?
Well, if yours bot with his matchup, then I can just like push out mid.
Yes, but my point is, if you hit mid, then Veigar or Belvet should be somewhat around, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, they could collapse on you. You don't have flash, for example, right?
Yeah.
If Fiora also wants to hit the turret, and you both end up hitting the turret, and Akshan is top, then somebody is likely to get caught, no?
Yeah.
So it's fine that you want to hit the turret, but if Fiora is playing like this, right? And then you hit turret and Veigar is around you, I think that's troll. I think you should like go here, push mid, help Veigar get vision, because you don't want your Veigar to face check, right? You help him get wards so that you guys are hovering Fiora so that she can play aggressive. If Fiora goes here, then you should just hit the turret. But if you both hit the turret, then you're letting Fiora die for free, no? If she doesn't get vision.
Shouldn't that be my Veigar's job? as
Well, you are his support. He
Also,
needs help to ward.
Yeah.
Veigar cannot run around and face check. Maybe he can in this game if enemy is that useless, but if he meets Silas or something, Veigar will die.
Yeah, that makes
Right?
sense.
So it's your job to give him vision. Once you guys have vision, then you can report Fiora if she dies. But I'm asking you here, if you guys don't go for the invade, right? So here, after this invade. Now, if this is no longer happening, your teammates are backing off, right? You're going here, whatever.
Yeah, push into bot side, get
Right,
vision for
then you
Fiora.
push, you get wards, proper wards, and then you can hit mid all you want.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
if you hit mid before getting vision, then somebody will get fucked. Right? And if you have a support like Pyke or Rakan or Bard or something or Shaco, you can let them be more like self-efficient with their wards, because they can't really die. But if you're playing with like Veigar, Sona, Soraka,
Let's keep it in the bit though. We kinda got the point, right?
and I just really think your gameplay isn't like bad. It's just these things that like you don't play with the mindset that I have a fat fucking shutdown, and how do I win? How do I lose?
It's such a Draven player thing,
Right.
I
How do
I
you
swear.
know
win?
I know how to win.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't by
Usually not.
losing by dying there.
Okay.
And the
but
and the fight on Silas is irrelevant for the win.
But look how often he goes so low on mana, man. Why don't people go Essence anymore? Why don't people go Essence anymore, man?
Because the real way you win, right? The real way you win here is the dragon is up in like 50, 40 seconds, right? And if you kill Silas right now, that does not help you get dragon. It just gives you gold, right? So let's say I kill Silas, okay, but I use my cleanse, for example, for it, and then he just respawns and he's back up for dragon. Is that really that good?
No.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. How do I win? How do I lose? Because that's different every game. Some games you need to kill Silas here to win it. And yeah, this Silas is pretty fed, so it's not bad to kill him, but he's gonna be alive for the dragon. Right? So, is it really
What's
the
his
best to fight
outro?
right now
It's outro
when
part.
my auction is top, my Fiora is basically, you know, just AFK, she's dead, and they are all coming grouped.
Oh no, Cyrus is collapsing.
You know what I mean? Rakan, Saya, Silas is here. Belvet is on Krugs. Doesn't matter, you thought he's gonna double you or whatever.
Man, that
doesn't?
subscription like image was
And
so
you just raise
random.
Then you just die. Lose shutdown. That's why I'm saying, how do you win? How do you lose? Because I don't think it will change the game much if you kill Silas. It'll be a good kill. Of course, you'll get gold. You'll always get gold from kills, right? But for example, how you win the game, in my opinion, is you get the mid wave and you recall, and then you just go for Drake and you get a team fight and you win the game. I think it's that simple. No?
Yeah.
You recall here, you get items. Belvet will probably base after Krugs because she's probably gonna go for Dragon. Then you get a team fight on Dragon with Cleanse up, and you win the game in peace. If you thought about the game like that, you wouldn't just tunnel on Silas, because it would go against what you're playing for. If in your mind you're playing for a team fight on Dragon, you wouldn't click into this guy. But you're not playing for anything, so you're just like, oh, I see this guy, I'm gonna kill him. That's literally what's going on in your head, no?
Oh, but he.
Yeah.
Where was his E though? What? What happened to his E ability? What?
If in your mind you're playing for a team fight on Dragon, you wouldn't click into this guy. But you're not playing for anything, so you're just like, oh, I see this guy, I'm gonna kill him. That's literally what's going on in your...
What happened to his E? What?
See this guy, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, he eat. But it was so hard to see, maybe because of the wall.
That's
Yeah, maybe because of the wall. It low key hides it.
literally what's going
But why did he eat us? What?
on in your head, no?
Ooh,
I
that's
just
some
think it's a bad
damage.
way to play the game. Because now next fight will be harder. The only thing good about this death is that you have to trust your team to not fuck up while you're dead. And then even though you make it alive, you now have to face check them and your team has to face check for you to contest the dragon.
Alright, problem solved. The student always gets better, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bro, stop you though. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, my reaction video to this. God, this video was long. I'm not even sure why did I clip through the whole thing, but if I started it, I'll finish it. That's it for now, guys. Have a nice day. And if also, by the way, if you like any of his content, make sure that you subscribe to his YouTube channel and definitely like his videos. He does really good type of informative, free league free. I put emphasis on free league coaching oriented content on YouTube. So definitely, oh god, what are these clickbaits? So definitely make sure that you subscribe to him if you like his content. That's it for now, guys. Have a nice day.